Hello everyone and welcome to a TBR Jar picks my April read. Right, we're just gonna jump right in. Gonna start out with the yellow one in it. Yeah, I do not know what that says. I'm gonna read it. First pick is going to be what? The blue one. That fell on the floor. That's alright. So the first one is this one. A book with my initial, that is SES. So, we can say a book that has my entire first name just, so Sebastian. What about this one? What about this one? The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. It has an E. It has TINSB. How do I spell it? SEB SASTIAN. Sebastian. So the first pick is The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. And as always, I just read the back for you. France, 1714. A desperate woman makes a desperate deal in the dark, a bargain to live forever, but be remembered by none. So begins the invisible life of Eddie LaRue, shadow-mute artist throughout history, forgotten friend, confidant, and lover. Slipping away with the morning light, Eddie passes through life desperate only to leave a trace of herself, until the day she walks back into a small bookshop in Manhattan and meets Henry, who remembers her. After 300 years, Addie's life is restarting, but the devil never plays fair. As Henry and Addie's lives start to intertwine, they must face the consequences of the decisions they've made and the prices to be paid. That's a rhyme. The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue is a dazzling adventure across the centuries and continents, across the history and art, about a young woman learning how far she'll go to leave her mark on the world. Sounds very good. I've only heard wonderful things about this. I've just heard incredible things about V. Schwab in general, and I've heard she's just an incredible writer. So that's the first pick. I think I'm gonna pick 5, maybe 6. We'll see which book we end up picking. 541. Next pick. It's gonna be another blue one. If you guys can. A book a friend recommended. A book a friend recommended. Alright, I do have some my friends have recommended me. This one I've been meaning to get to, actually. A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I think I've read like the first 20 pages or something. At some point. Yeah. I've heard good things about this. One of my best mates recommended me this. Enter a school of magic unlike any you have ever encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays. Friendships are purely strategic, and the odds of survival are never equal. Once you're inside, there are only 2 ways out. You graduate or you die. Elle Higgins is uniquely prepared for the school's many dangers. She may be without allies, but she possesses a dark power strong enough to level mountains and wipe out untold millions. Never mind, easily destroy the countless monsters that prowl the school. Except she might actually kill all the other students too. So Elle is trying her hardest not to use it. That is, unless she has no other choice. Sounds fucking good, doesn't it? I don't know that much about it, except what's this on the back. But I remember, I think I read the first chapter something way back when, and I just thought the main character was quite irritable. So I'm happy to give it another shot, and we're gonna pick again in it. Book number 3. Book with the same vibes as the last song you listened to. Alright. I've just listened to music, and the last song I listened to was a Danish rap song called Nu Her. I don't think I have any book that has the same vibe as that song. A book with the in the title, well, that's gonna be quite easy, isn't it? I feel like I have a lot of books with the in it. That's one I really want to read. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. This is the third Sherlock Holmes book. I have not yet read The Sign of Fall, but I feel like, do I need to read them in order? Probably not. So yeah, I'm going with The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes for pick number 4. This one. A book with the prettiest cover. Should we go for Calabasas by Alf Kwan? I know it has a bookmark. I've read a little of it, but I kind of died. Yeah, Calabasas. I think that's actually quite beautiful. We're gonna go for this one. Calabasas as the fourth one. Alice Law has only ever had one goal: to become one of the brightest minds in the field of magic, with a K. With a CK. She has sacrificed everything to make that a reality: her pride, her health, her love life, and most definitely her sanity. All to work with Professor Jacob Grimes at Cambridge, the greatest magician in the world. That is, until he dies in a magical accident that could possibly be her fault. Oh. Grimes is now in hell, and she is going in after him, because his recommendation is key to her future, and he could hold her dreams in his now incorporeal hands. Unfortunately, her rival Peter Murdoch has come to the very same conclusion. With nothing but the records of Orpheus and Dante to guide them, bundles of chalk to draw the pentagrams necessary for their spells, and the burning desire to make all the academic trauma mean anything, they set off across hell to save a man they don't even like. But hell is not like the storybook says. Magic isn't always the answer, and there's something in Alice and Peter's past that could forge them into perfect allies, or lead to their doom. Pick number 5. Which one? This one. Boom. Alright, this is not a big one. What's it called? Like a thin one. A Second Chance Author. Have I had any Gasu Yuru? Second Chance Author. A book that has been adapted. I can definitely do that. I hope. Oh, this is kind of controversial. I could go for Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I guess this is a present, but it's Neil Gaiman. Very controversial figure. Well, it was so short. Wow, the text is huge. Just to preface it, I did not buy this book. I got it as a present. I could not exchange it. So, with that being said, I'll take this because it's the only one I think that I haven't read that has been adapted that I can see. I'm not gonna stand up. Or that I'm 100% sure of that I have not read that has been adapted. I could go for something like You and Me on Vacation, but I've already read that one. So yeah, Caroline by Neil Gaiman. For the 6th and final pick, we're gonna go with an orange one. Oh wait, no, a yellow one. We haven't done any yellows. If I'm allowed. I think I saw what that was. A book by a New York Times bestseller. Yeah. 11/22/93. Yeah, I got this for two £2. At a used sale, what's it called like that? Used bookstore. Yeah. We're gonna go with 11/22/63 by Stephen King as well. So there you have it, my April TBR, according to my TBR jar. I'll see how many books I get to read. I've read 5 in March, which I think is quite well done. Considering I read 1 in February. So yeah, maybe I can read 6. Oh my god, I think I'm covering the mic here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, which is going to be my March wrap-up. And then I might have a little surprise later on. Thanks for watching. Cheers.